Here he is. A mole in a hole. Can whack-a-mole you.
Get this, you.
We've been in Loch Ranza now for about a week because I've been working, so it's given Matt enough time to get hiking and to, what have you done with the shackles?
Seize them.
Seize the shackles. So now we're about to head off to another anchorage, but Matt doesn't know which anchorage because he's indecisive. He's here. You'll have to excuse the pots because I've got to do them yet. So where do you think we're going?
Well, Isle of Bute, and there's a few anchorages. There's St Ninian's Bay. That's only about an hour away. Or we can go back up to Burnt Isles. Or above the Burnt Isles there's Loch Ridden. I think that's how you pronounce it. Rodden. So, a few different places really.
Another thing about the Loch Ranza is there's about 30 different mooring balls. They're blue and they're £12 a night. You can make a donation at the pontoon, or you can do as we did and £10 a night.
No, there are 10 of them. Don't say 30 of them.
There was 30 of them.
There's only 10 more.
There's 10 of them and they're £12 a night. It's a donation on the pontoon, or you can do what we did and do it online. There's also an 80-ton buoy.
Yes, yeah.
There's also one 80-ton one if you're over 15. But the guys who run these said that we were okay because the wind is non-existent, and one is 22-ton. And these I think we're rated for 15 tons.
Yeah,
so,
these ones are 15.
So the guys that ran them said we're actually okay on them as long as the wind doesn't pick up. Lance is currently hiding under the table because he doesn't like the beeps that the engine makes. So you're all right. We're gonna go sailing, hopefully.
So we're currently heading north from Loch Ranza to a small small bay. It's around an island. I can't remember the name of the island or anything.
It's kind of over there.
Yeah, it's just over there. We'll have to fill that bit in later.
Yeah.
Or Paige can put one of them comments in it and let you know. But we'll probably tell you when we get there, and I can look at the charts properly. It's a bit too far away at the moment. Hardly any wind, as you can tell. I'd say probably about 6 knots of wind. Maybe not even that, maybe a bit more.
As you can tell, we don't have these instruments apart from...
Yeah. All I can say, the wind's coming from up there. That's pretty much how I tell from the signal halyards and other bits of rigging, etc. that flops around. So that's how I tell on this old girl.
And we are fully canvassed.
Yeah, we've put the whole lot of canvas up. So we've got main, mizzen, staysail and jib. So the only bit more to put would be the topsails, but we don't have those at the moment. They're something we need to get. New topsails. Oh, and I want to set up a topsail jib as well, but I need to settle that up with a new line going to the very top of the top of the mast, right down to the end of the bowsprit, so we can send up a topsail jib. But that's enough time. But it would be perfect to have that now in this light airs. That would get us going. We're doing, saying that, we are doing 3.5 knots, so not too bad to say she's 22 tons with hardly any wind.
So on over there, I don't know if anyone can see, but right over there, he's got his cruising chute out.
Oh, that's the bit we missed. That's another sail I need to get at some point. The staysail, the balloon staysail, which is used when we're on a run. because we don't use spinnakers, etc. We use a balloon staysail.
And here's how Lance has spent
It's just a really big
time.
staysail. Oh yeah.
Sleeping in the cockpit.
Say hello, Lance. No.
Hello, Lance. If you listen, you can hear the nice, quiet day we've got, apart from Lance's panting really loud at the minute. Shh.
He's hot.
Too hot, mate. I'll take you downstairs. But if he quiets, you can listen to nothing. Just the splashing of the waves and a hot pointer. Look how beautiful it is.
Oh, and a bird that keeps going, aha!
It's like a British bird. Tally ho!
Aha! Those two over there.
Oh yeah. Look how calm it is. We've just arrived in our new anchorage. We got quite a nice bit of sailing done. It was wasn't much wind, but we were doing 3 knots, so that was all good. It's quite nice around here, look. It's a bit cloudy, but it's very warm. It's supposed to be 20 Celsius today. And there's a few mountains over that way. Matt's just gone to get our reefing pennants, because we still need to put reefing points into our mainsail. And it's perfect weather to do that, so that's what we're going to do. I'm going to take you to the bar, actually, because it's really quite nice up here. Hang on a second. Matthew's shouting me. You can see the mountains in the distance. Got to take Lancer to shore for a quick wee in a minute, but I better help Matthew before he cries. Here he is. A mole in a hole. A whack-a-mole you.
Get this, you. Whack-a-mole you in a minute. That's it.
There's Mr. Blobby.
Yeah, he goes nicely there and stops the chain coming forwards.
Lancer's coming to look at what you're doing.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Hello. What you doing?
Matthew's got his big, what do you call that? A ream?
Yeah.
Big ream of rope. And he's doing what now, Matthew?
The reefing pennants.
So how do you do it?
You feed it through here, and it goes up to the first reef spring. Through that. And back down the other side, where you tie it off in a knot, and then this goes back to a cleat further down the boom.
Is it an easy job?
It is, yeah. It's just you've got to hoist the sail up, the main, to set them.
But at least there's no wind.
Yes, yeah.
So what's we're doing?
So we're just setting the first one at the moment. So as you can see, it's here. And it's gone up and it comes back down this side where it's just knotted. And then when you want to reef it, you pull this. As you can see, we'll pull that bit down.
Do it again.
You see? We won't do it at the moment because
yeah,
it's not tight. So we just need to get the right length. So now we take it back here to this cleat, and that's where this one lives. Cleated off. You see?
Is this 12 mil?
No, this is 10 mil. So you see it's cleated like that, and it stays like that then, until of course it needs using. And if you look here, there's another set, and that's for the second reef, which we'll bring it down and set that one in a minute. You have that, and then you release the peak.
So the peak is the top
Yeah.
top bit over there.
Then you can bring that in, you see, tight.
Okay.
You also need to bring down you need the whole sail to come down. In light airs like this, it's not really going to do it. Yeah, it's capsized over this thingy, look.
Oh yeah. Oops.
You just bring the whole thing down as I am. We're about to put the others in. That's how you do it anyway. And then you pull them in and you set them.
There's some massive jellyfish around here. I'm just going to show people. Look at it. Looks like a big stingy marshmallow. Ugh.
We're going to put now some line through the reefing points, so then when we bring it down we can put the reef knots in. That's
all the way
and then she's
along.
ready to be reefed.
It's a bit of a mess at the minute.
Oh yeah, we just dropped too quick.
Well, I'm just cooking dinner and Matthew has decided to have a starter. What are you having?
Paige.
A block of butter. Oh, it's a bit bright. There we go. A block of butter on a bit of bread. Why are you having a block of butter on a bit of bread?
Well, I want to spread it, but it's gone solid.
It's not spreadable. And he's also drinking a Malibu and milk. Because he's like a... I guess it's like having an alcoholic baby. And if I take your hand this way, we have Gupson trying to come down the stairs. You got to stay upstairs for a bit. You smell like cow poo. Dinner tonight is some seasoned chicken. It kind of looks like it's just been slaughtered, but that's like paprika. Some potatoes.
Right, it is paprika.
Potatoes. And, well, this is
What,
my kitchen
potatoes,
space, which is a bit of a mess at the minute, because we need some cupboards. But
I've been able to spread my butter on this one. I let it melt. Ta-da!
So having like chicken fajita burger kind of things with new potatoes. But we'll be going back to the nachos at some point.
Oh, I forgot about nacho. Yeah, I'll be doing them soon.
We haven't had them in a year. Probably why we were so fat.
Was?
Oh yeah, I know.
I've not changed.
Matthew got himself a little, what do you call it?
Generator.
Handbag one. Is that what it's called? Handbag?
No,
suitcase. That's the one. A suitcase generator from Lidl for £80 or £90 was it? So we've never used it and we're in this quiet anchorage. So we're just going to test it and see if we can charge our batteries up, but I have no idea what's going to happen and Matthew doesn't either.
Oh, we haven't got a funnel.
No.
Can you get me the other t-shirt then?
Are we going to blow up?
No, can you get me the other t-shirt please?
Just laid down to read my Kindle and Matthew's already moaning. He's over there and wants me to go help. And I got to put my book down and go help. Standing at a safe distance in case Matthew blows us up. It's working?
Yeah, it's working anyway.
Lance is not happy.
No.
I think it's going to blow up.
It's graving up because this uses so much power.
Matthew, it's going to blow up.
It's not going to blow up.
Why is smoke all coming out of it?
Oh,
Lance is jumping overboard.
smoke isn't coming out of it.
Me and Lance are retreating to a safe distance. Away from Matthew and his £1 generator. No, Lance is getting on my knee now because he's scared of it. You are too big, like a big baby you are.
The next morning we upped anchor and headed for Campbeltown.
We're currently still anchored in Campbeltown. Matt's gone with his parents further up the lock, which is where the marina is, and they're going to fuel up and fill our jerry cans up. And once the jerry cans are full, they're going to... Sorry, Lance is like wafting around. Once the jerry cans are full, they're going to come back, put the fuel into our locker so that we have enough for getting there and spare. And then I think they're going to re-anchor, and then at 1 o'clock, I think 1, at 1 o'clock we're going to go over, well, round the Mull of Kintyre. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it's not too rough because we're just getting Lance used to the sailing and we don't really want to scare him too much. So I'm at work at the minute, Matt's gone with his parents and me and Lance were just chilling.
So we're leaving Campbeltown, which is over there. It's got a little marina and stuff. We were anchored just where that boat is over there. And we're leaving now and we're going around the Mull of Kintyre, which is, it's got a reputation, but it's, we've spoken to a lot of people that say it's not that bad. And we don't, and with the weather we've got, it should be fine. It's looking like it's going to be force 2, gusting 3 from the south, so it looks probably like motoring most of the way. So we'll have to motor into it, then we might get a bit of sailing when we come, we turn to starboard and come round, but then we'll be on a run, which with only 2 or 3 won't really push us very fast. And we want to get there because it's about 8 hours to the Isle of Gia, or Giga, or we can't pronounce it.
If you're Scottish, please let us know how we pronounce it. It's a
small island just off this side of Islay, or how am I?
Isla.
Isla, I think it's pronounced here in Scotland. That's probably.
You have to say it in a Scottish accent though. Isla.
So yeah, we're off there, and then Jura's above that, and then we're making our way to Oban for Friday, as there's a storm coming, so we'd like to be around Oban to be able to hide from that. And that's today's plan.
So we're going round the Mull of Kintyre now. There's two ways you can go, and that's one through the is it shallows?
Not shallows, no, just a narrow gap.
Through the narrow gap, or round. And going round adds an hour, but going through can sometimes get a bit choppy. So you can't really tell at the minute, but we keep getting a little chop where it kind of the tide meets the wind and waves.
So the two tides meet.
Where the two tides meet, and you get a little bit of a bouncy sea, but because there's no wind, it's hardly doing anything to us, but it's a really nice day. And I think there's a seal there, look. Oh yeah, there is. He's got his nose up. He's chilling in the tides. All the fish are coming to him.
Yeah, pretty much.
Naughty dogs get shaved and stuffed into the sea and you become a seal. You gave me a really dirty look. Are you sleeping? No. Well, we made it round the Mull of Kintyre. It was actually not that rough. We didn't have much wind. There was a few areas where the sea was a little bit confused, so I can see where it does get rough, but we had a pretty good day. We motor sailed the entire way, and sometimes we were doing 8 knots. Matt's just upstairs playing with the backstays because we realised one of our backstays was up too high. And so we're in the Isle of Giga, G-I-G-H-A. So we don't actually know how to pronounce it. I'm sure someone will tell us. But we're here now. We're on a mooring buoy. There's 20-ton mooring buoys on the outside, and then the 15-ton ones on the inside. What? 25-ton. 25-ton mooring buoys on the outside and 15 tons on the inside. Most of them have got strops that you can pick up. Some of them haven't, like the one we've got hasn't. Nancy's trying to get in my pockets. He's down here. Say hello to everybody. Yeah. You can take your tender ashore onto the little pontoon, and there's not much walking or anything to do on here, but there is an incredible restaurant, so if you do come here then you have to go to the restaurant. It is quite expensive, but it is really, really, really worth it. Join us next time as we set sail for Oban. We have a very grumpy skipper and we get to really test Morna.